So yeah. So I was surprised myself the first time I played, at least decide I was going to speedrun this game, and basically the idea is to, well, basically the idea was I was going to do it as fun for me, but then I found out there was an actual speedrun for the game, and then I found there was raid leaderboards for the game, and I got number 2 on the boards in this game. So that's what's going on now. So right now, there's oh, they want me to restart the run. So okay, no problem. No problem. I mean, not much is going to change. Is that we're going to lose 2 minutes, but it's fine. 3, 2, 1, go. Nope. 3, 2, 1, and go. But wanted to see the start of the run again? Here you go. But just for those who are just walking in, this is how the run goes. I score first, I get the ball back, and it goes into that corner, and it stays there. Okay, so yeah, I'm Siberianbull9, this is Mega Man Soccer, and, well, the run simply goes as you just saw. I pass and try and get behind the first couple of guards there, and then I use a power shot in order to score the first goal. And then the second objective is to get the ball back and then take it up to the top corner there. And pretty much the ball stays there. It doesn't move whatsoever. So, and that's pretty much the run. Like, there's really nothing special about this run. And people are going to say, you know, it's a 2-hour run and nothing happens. And yeah, it does. That's very true, because nothing happens. And why is it 2 hours? Well, you have to kind of do the math. It's 5 minutes, 2 halves. You got 8 Robot Masters and 3 Riley stages. That's pretty much 2 hours. And the 10 minutes is pretty much safety, because there's most likely never going to be a sub 2-hour run of this game. The top time by Fred Coughlin is 2 hours 4 minutes. The second top's time is mine at 2 hours 5 minutes. So yeah, this is basically the run right here. And the best part about that second place run of mine was I actually screwed up my ordering, because there's 5 type of orderings. There's 3-2-2, 3-1-3, sweeper, 2-2-3, and one other. I forget what the other one is. Oh, 2-3-2. That's the other one. But so basically this is how it happens. There's a question in chat. Are you doing any input to maintain this, or this automatic run? Well, the truth of the matter is, no. I'm not doing any input whatsoever right now. Pretty much any input that's done is to, one, get the ball, pass the ball, shoot the ball, and then to get the ball back and get the ball into that corner. And it doesn't matter which corner I have to get it in. Top the top corner or the bottom corner, but it has to be on my defensive side. It doesn't work if I go offensively. So if I go offensively, it doesn't work because the CPU defense is just going to be on top of me. But defensively, this is pretty much what it looks like. So you have to do it in. This only works in 2 of the formations, 3-1-3 and sweeper. If I did 3-2-2 or any of the other formations, or it wouldn't work. So this is pretty much how it's gonna go. So if you've never heard or seen Mega Man Soccer, give me one. I'll actually answer that question in a moment. The second the first half here ends and I get the ball back at the start of the second half. And the truth of the matter is, the main reason I actually have some runs in this is because, well, alright, so 3-1-3. Got the ball back. Thank you, Skullman. So, the next typical question that's going to be asked, because this is a Mega Man game, is there an order? Simple answer, no, there's no order. There's no real order. Yeah, especially in soccer. So right now, the early goings, we're just doing Buster only. For the most part, yes, it does cut down on lag. Alright, so someone had asked what the plot of Mega Man Soccer is. So pretty much this particular game, you might as well just say it's canon, because it's set after Mega Man 4. And a televised soccer game is interrupted when an explosion occurs on the field. And all the smoke clears, all the players are suddenly replaced with several of Dr. Wily's robot masters. Having seen the events on screen, the inventor Dr. Light sends his greatest creation, the hero Mega Man, along with his own robot masters to stop them. And as a side note, the game has no ending. I mean, if everything goes right, this could be a world record run, but a lot of things have to go right. One of those being Wily's stage, and me making sure that the CPU doesn't, get their power shot off on my goalie. Let's see. Yeah. Top time on the board is Fred Coughlin, 2 hours, 4 minutes, 7 seconds. My time is 2 hours, 5 minutes, 20 seconds. Yeah, but I'd have to find a Japanese version of it. Four. Or three. 3 sprites plus the Skull Man doing its thing. No, this is not a TAS. It seems like it is, but it's not. If TAS really wanted to help, he'd speed up the clock. What made me decide to kill this? Do the speedrun? Kill time. I was actually waiting for something else to come out, and I had time. Also for the memes. Alright. So we're gonna do Cutman, one of the faster robots to beat. Alright. Someone asked why the password screen is big. Don't ask. It's not whether the password screen is so big. It's why are there so many dots on the screen? because in game he has a speed of 42, I believe is his count. But because I already got my point, I'm doing this corner manipulation to essentially lock him up. See, I think of that about doing the tie all the way to the end, but here's the thing. You'd still have to do the free kicks, and for every free kick you make, the robot has to do an animation. So that's where you would lose time. The only thing most disappointing about Mega Man Soccer is that there's not a Mega Man Soccer 2. I mean, all the other Mega Mans got a sequel. Why couldn't Mega Man Soccer get a sequel? Except for Command Mission. And there's reasons for that. Reasons that I don't know. Alright. Oh boy, this could... Okay, that was looking bad. This is looking bad. Okay, we got it under control again. Whew, that was dangerous. Believe me when I tell you, that looked dangerous. No, I can use any character I want. I choose Mega Man because it cuts down on menuing. Except when we get to the Wily stages, then I'm actually using some of the other characters. Yes, there are 3 Wily stages. Sleepy Mario, this is my second Robot Master. Each half is 5 minutes. I mean, in fairness, I haven't been doing it the full 20 minutes because I have actually had to move Mega Man around and shoot the ball. So yes, it hasn't been a full 20 minutes yet. More like an hour and a half, probably. Alright, time for the best track in the game. And just to show you something interesting, I'm going to actually change one of my Mega Mens to one of my characters in the roster. So we're going to switch to Cutman here. And there you go. You got some sliced wood. So Woodman's actually the slowest character overall in this game, but he's got the highest defensive stats as both goalie and tackling. Yes, the goalie just died. I mean, it's cold outside, so I'm pretty sure we could use some chopped wood. No, the goalie does come back, sadly. Do I like soccer in real life? Not really. I don't really have a team. But if I had to pick a team, it probably would be Arsenal. And since I'm assuming you're talking about soccer and not football, because I'm from Baltimore, so I'm a Ravens fan. Go Ravens. In fact, my record run has me in my Mark Andrews jersey before the Seahawks game back in October. So there's that. No, I'm not from Siberia at all. I actually have to pay attention now. We're under a minute here. Has the gameplay changed in the last minutes? Technically, yes. I mean, we're on Woodman, who's the third robot that I chose to go up against. So, technically, yes. Has the strategies changed? No. Alright, time is on Woodman coming up, and we get moving on to Electman next. If anyone was wondering why it was so quiet, it's because I was working on my Mario Kart World Tour races. Alright, so Electman is pretty much harder Cutman, and i.e. he's faster. Alright. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Someone just asked, is it slower to play the game as intended? Would you think not, since time matches anyway? Anytime the clock is not going, is time lost. So anytime I score a goal, the clock is stopped. So the ball needs to be in play. And to answer another question that was asked earlier, why am I doing this? Because in my submission, I simply asked, do you have 2 hours in the middle of the night that you need filled? And they said yes. So you get this. Alright. Someone had asked earlier if I was playing something else while this was going on. I did actually answer that earlier. I was catching up on my races in Mario Kart Tour. Come on, keep the questions coming, because you are the commentary for this. Am I actually pressing buttons? Not at this time. Like literally, if you want to hop to my channel right now, here are my hands. Here's my controller. Best Robot Master. In this game, Fireman. Worst Mega Man game. Wow, you're just asking me to step on a landmine there. But I'll answer that question. 7. You know, not. I'm sorry. I just said 7, but I meant to say X7. I'm sorry. Why was there never a Mega Man basketball game? I don't know. There should have been, but hey, at least we got Strike Man in 9. Pop-Tarts, right at the time during the last run when he told us to go take a break, grab some water. Best soccer game? This is the best soccer game. What are you talking about? When did you ever play a soccer game where you could blow up your opponent? Don't answer that. Less, far less, far less. Best Mega Man Legends game: Misadventures of Tronbon. X series, but I liked Battle Network 1 and 2, but I never finished 2, so I never played the rest of the games. Have you ever played Base Wars on NES? Where essentially you're a team of cyborgs and trying to take a base involves you fighting? Oh no! Uh-oh. That Pharaoh man got in the way. I actually have to work now. I do have another shot, but I'd rather not use it just yet. So... hold on, I actually have to put in work now. I mean, I never said I couldn't play the game. That was a close one, folks. And ladies and gentlemen, that was the most exciting 30 seconds you've probably seen tonight so far. Well, someone just asked what are we watching here. They just missed all the excitement. Someone's gonna have to give them a replay. Was that a time loss? Not really, because the ball was in play the majority of the time. Not necessarily 2 more hours of corners. Things could happen because, let's be honest, it was the most exciting 30 seconds that everyone just saw. And when we get to Wily stages, it's really gonna blow up. Alright, back to the Q&A section. Go. The corner shenanigans gets that timer down to 0. What's my favorite stadium in the game? Dust. I mean, hasn't it before? Would you run a speedrun that is longer than 12 hours? Yes, I would. Is this game playable in co-op mode? It is. I need to find someone to do it in co-op because there's no world record for it in co-op. Alright. And I forgot to turn off my alerts. I mean, it's not necessarily a free world record because, put simply, any mistake I could make could cost me dearly. Like, that Pharaohman snafu was pretty bad. I mean, right now, if I'd had to guess, we're on good pace, but Wily stages could easily screw everything up. Someone's asking which corner? Your own corner, so your defending corner. Pumpkin. Favorite Mega Man speedrun to watch? That's a difficult one to say, because I would say my favorite one to watch may be X, because earlier, before Terra Enigma, I actually did a X randomizer run for the marathon. So my next goal actually is to do a Mega Man 6 run, but as power percent. Alright, so our next robot master is going to end up being Fireman. Have I tried this in real soccer? 1, no. 2, never played soccer in real life. 3, I wouldn't think I'd be very good at soccer to begin with. Alright. Yeah, I already know about Power Piston. I know about Power Piston, and doing it with Power Percent, it's gonna be a trip in itself. I already know. I've actually done some runs as it. Non-favorite Mega Man Capcom game. Final Fight. So it's sucker or soccer. I have to pick soccer, I guess, but I would like a sucker. Never played SNES Aladdin, so it's not on my list. Well, wouldn't Final Fantasy fight be Urgeis? How many people run this game? It's just me right now. And even then, I'm running it sparingly. It's like I do this run if I have 2 hours to kill. Has it ever been submitted to GDQ? I wouldn't be able to answer that, and I'd be surprised if they accepted it. Yes, there are leaderboards of Mega Man Soccer. Alright. That was scary. Okay. Oof. Alright. Alright, so we got I mean, in my defense right now, the 1,400 people may be watching a world record. I don't know. There's still a lot of soccer to play. While these stages are yet to happen. I mean, pro football, if you're thinking about it, the Ravens use those kind of stalling tactics. It's called the running game. And pretty much they run the ball and they eat up 40 seconds of the clock before running the next running play. Ooh, excuse me. As for you, crowd. That about sums up the run. 10 to 15 minutes to score one goal, and then 80 minutes standing in the corner. That no. Your time is a little off, so it's probably more like 85 minutes. Yes. For $10, I'll run the game and answer your donation questions while running the game. $50 to switch corners, maybe. I mean, I can do the bottom corner, but there's more risk to doing the bottom corner. Alright, so next up is going to be Needleman. Oh! No. And we lost time. As Needleman slowly goes to the corner to do a kick-in. I'm embarrassed. That was a bit of a time loss. Now, granted, in Fred's run of this, Fred's world record run, he definitely had some kickouts, so we may still be good. By the way, second best track in the game right here. Don't question it. Do I have to press buttons while I'm in the corner? No. It's second best behind Woodman. Woodman's the best track in this game. Alright. To answer that question about medical staffing, I can't for certain reasons. And if you stick around for the next, where are we at? 112? So let's say next 40 minutes, you'll see. Oh boy. And we have a tie game. Alright, so I gotta put work back in now. And that's gonna go out of bounds. It's always the slower Robot Masters that get me. Alright, this is no longer a world record run. And now I have to play from behind. Alright, so as you saw, I use my power-ups, Needleman uses power-ups. By default, both the player and the CPU get 2 power shots apiece. And, well... so, if you don't... And that's by default in the championship mode. You can set the game where you just get the CPU nothing. And play one of the other modes. And give yourself, like, 10. I mean... I kind of say the run, but as far as world record, that's gone. World record's dead. Now, did any of you clip that actual gameplay this time? Because you missed it the first time. I mean, I appreciate the confidence in the world record, but it's all set to time. I mean, technically, yes, you were supposed to clip that because, let's be honest, all this action happening now, when there's actual action, you guys got really excited. Yeah, anytime the ball's not played, that pauses the timer. The timer being paused is bad. Alright, last Robot Master, Dustman. Someone's complaining about the fact that there are real rules and referees in real soccer. This is real soccer. Well, here's the thing. I have to menu properly, and the other thing I have to do is make sure that I put, when we go into Wily stages, the right characters out onto the field. So when I go to the first Wily stage here, and you all are going to be a little shocked as to who the first member of the Wily stages is, I have to make sure I put Fireman out on the field. Damn you, McAfee security. Get out of here. Can I play the game with one hand? Not really. I mean, I'm actually putting characters out in all three Wily stages. Alright. Dustman was so kind there, he just gave me the ball. I said, here, have this, go on to Wily stages. And that's 8 robots. doing quick maths here. How's the run going? It's 30 minutes from being complete, but it's like the potential is there, but it's gonna be super tight. So, like, everything has to fall into place correctly. And we may actually have it. Where can I save time? Not letting the other team score, not letting the ball go out of bounds. Needleman thinks. And making sure that you are menuing properly. Alright, that's 8 robos. Why these stages we go? It's not so much the CPU being difficult, it's that the speed of the enemies goes up. And here we go. Alright, so from here on, we're picking sweeper as our formation. And there's anchor. Alright. Alright, so Anchor is pretty much going to outrun the majority of Mega Mans. That was a close one. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Alright, so I probably missed some questions here. Bring them back. What should you eat for dinner? Chicken and rice. Was Wiley drunk in that cutscene? A little bit. Six? What's in your pocket? Nothing. Because I want people to know that I'm still alive. That's why my chair is squeaky. Also because I leaned back. Is Death Stranding a masterpiece? No. What's the dumbest animal in the jungle? Lemmings. Alright. Where's SNES speed gamed or speedrun? I don't have an answer, but I'm just gonna say Mad Max. No, not Mad Max. Was it Mad Max? What am I thinking of? Not Mad Max. What's the game I'm thinking of? Thank you, Mighty Max. Thank you. Someone just said it in chat. Mighty Max. Thank you. Do I think they should remaster this game? I think they should finish the game, because there's no ending. Yes, Mega Man Soccer never ends. It's continued on to this day. Yes, only the true brave souls run this game. Alright, 20 more seconds for Anchor. Brave. Someone asked if this is a speedrun or a hostage situation. Yes. Alright. Alright, next Wily stage. Guess who it is? It's Proto Man. Because why not? Because you can't have a Mega Man without a Proto Man. Alright, so we're putting Elect Man on the field. Alright, and that's Proto Man. Someone asked what's the world record for this game? The world record is 2 hours, 4 minutes, 7 seconds, by Fred Coughlin. And if you want to know the second place time, it's this guy. 2 hours, 5 minutes, 20 seconds. Someone in chat just said they would like to see a real tournament of this. No. How many runs of this do you keep doing concurrently when you're shooting for world record? Only when you have a lot of downtime. If you have 2 hours to spare, you can probably throw this up. Alright, first half of Proto Man is almost done. It's fine. I got my goal. Yep, got my goal. We're done. Proto Man's done. Someone asked what I did. What do I do during my downtime anyway? Whatever I feel like. I mean, all I'm gonna say about this run is when I submitted this run, my submission pretty much stated, do you have 2 hours that you need to fill in the middle of the night at the beginning of the week? And they accepted it. So that's why we're here. I mean, technically this is his his home planet. Now, if you're talking about Star Force, then yes. Do I enjoy corners? Only if they're at 90-degree angles. Praise be the corners. Favorite snack food? Ooh, that's a landmine question right there. Almonds. Do I enjoy seeing Mega Man tackled repeatedly? Yes. Does this have the restored ending? No. There's no ending. The game has continued on for generations. Salted almonds. Not omelets, almonds. Green salsa, red salsa, red salsa. Green salsa's carne asada or carnitas? Yes. That's my answer to that question. Alright. 1 second. In between matches now. Alright, so I actually have to work for the next few seconds here, so give me a moment. You're actually going to see some actual action now that we're on Wily, because I can't do what I've been doing. I actually have to play the game now. Or maybe not. It was way easier than I thought it was going to be. I was actually hoping to hit his sweeper guy at the end there. Alright, well, first half of Wily's done. That was luck. This is not world record pace. This may be a PB, but it's not world record. Alright, one more half of this. Alright, back to the Q&A session. Let's go. I think I saw someone ask me Chipotle or Qdoba. The answer is Qdoba. But I don't have one near my house. It's near my work, so there's a Chipotle near my house, and I like eating that from there too. So the correct answer is really #Victory Burrito. Where are the loot boxes? This isn't EA. Cake or pie? Pie. Pizza or burger? Yes. Yeah, I think that's about right. It's going to be about 206. I don't have an In-N-Out near me, so it's Five Guys. Sorry about that one. Q or A? A. Would I eat the moon if it was made of barbecue spare ribs? Nah. Too messy. And praise be the corner. That's pretty much game. Alright, so, take the quick time to thank SpeedGaming for allowing me to eat up the past 2 hours and 5 minutes for them in the early mornings of a Monday for this marathon. I don't have any more runs the rest of this marathon, as pretty much Tuesday to Saturday I'm going to be working, so I'm going to be in the audience with the rest of you guys. This could have been a PB, but, well, I think for those of you who have been here, you guys know. You can thank Needleman for that. Got an itch on my leg. With the rise of anti-ship ballistic missiles, do aircraft carriers or other concentrated power platforms still have a place in the modern Navy fleet? Yes, it's called the railgun. Will there be a highlight reel later? No. When this ends, I'm passing it up. Actually, hold on. Let me pull up the SpeedGaming schedule real quick, because I'm going to tell you who is next. The next runner is DBZ Legend of Super Saiyan, run by Drumboardist, doing an 80% glitchless. That is going to be 3 hours of fun. Do I remember troll carts melting on the playground? Yes. Mine melted on the playground. Alright, so as we approach the final 45 seconds of this match, but again, thanks everyone for coming out and watching me. You guys have been awesome. I know I'm not exactly the most talkative person, so you guys helped entertain not only yourselves, but me. And I hope you guys did actually enjoy this run, even if there didn't really seem to be much going on. But I love you guys. Thank you very much. And time is pretty much when the clock hits 0. Time. 2:5:55. So when I asked what my PB was again, my PB is 2 hours, 5 minutes, and pull it back up here, 20 seconds. Alright, gonna pass it off now to I'm really tired. Drumboardist, so for DBZ, so have fun with that. I'm gonna go to bed.